Hey, this is Jess Moskaluke, and you're listening to Music Row.
Welcome to Music Row, a backstage pass to your favorite country artists. Here's your host, Leek.
Welcome back to the program, a program that continues to rise in listenership and impressions worldwide, all thanks to you. Today's guest is multiple CCMA and Juno Award winner Jess Moskaluke, who has just announced her Life for Me tour, which is set to kick off September 17 in Sydney, BC, wraps up a couple months later in Halifax. See the full list of tour dates on her website, jessmoskaluke.com. But before we check in with Jess, some news. Jon Pardi received a special surprise invitation to join the Grand Ole Opry during his performance at Stagecoach. Country legend Alan Jackson delivered the news via video, making Pardi the first California native to be invited to the Opry.
And our good friend Alan Jackson from Nashville, Tennessee, has a message for you. Take a look.
Hey, John, everybody at Stagecoach. The Grand Ole Opry has always meant a whole lot to me and everybody in country music. And I've been appreciating your music ever since you were touring with me a few years ago. And so I get the honor to invite you in front of all your Stagecoach friends out there to be the first native of California to become an official member of the Grand Ole Opry. So congratulations, John, here's to you, sweet silver. 5 o'clock somewhere.
Didn't see this one coming.
This guy is the first native Californian ever to be a member of the Grand Ole Opry.
Thank you so much, guys. I mean to have Alan Jackson. Oh, man. Okay, one more shot, tequila. I love you guys. I love California, baby. I moved to Nashville chasing a dream at 22 years old, and now I'm here, and I love you guys, and I love country music.
An arrest has been made after a bomb threat at Morgan Wallen's Nashville bar. This bar in Tennessee Kitchen was the site of a bomb threat incident on the 23rd of April. A patron, Reginald Smith, left a note on the back of a receipt claiming that he had a bomb, which read, "I have a bomb. Don't be a hero. Shut your stupid bitch ass up." Security evacuated the 6-story venue and called the Metro Nashville Police Department, who found no explosives during their search. Smith had already left the bar and was found at another establishment nearby. He admitted to writing the note, claiming it was meant as a joke. His bond was set at $15,000. He faces a potential prison sentence for 3 to 15 years. Ha ha, there's the joke. Jess Moskaluke joins Music Row in just a bit.
Wherever there's a heartbeat and a stage, there's an artist set to perform. This is Music Row on Tour.
Brought to you by the Pecan Artist Agency, connecting fans with the bands and the bands with the fans worldwide. George Strait and Chris Stapleton's Stadium Tour, which has got to be a must-see for any concert lover, country music fan in your Rolodex. May 10, State Farm Stadium in Arizona, AT&T Stadium on the 17th in Arlington, Texas, and on the 19th, you can go check out that show in Denver, Colorado. Jason Aldean's Full Throttle Tour for 2025 hits Bridgestone Arena on May 12th. On the 15th, United Center in Chicago. And May 24, Budweiser Stage in Toronto, Ontario. And Keith Urban hits the road with the High and Alive World Tour. Scotiabank Arena in Toronto on the 22nd of May. 25th, he's at the TD Garden in Boston. And on the 27th of May, MSG, New York City. Coming up, my chat with Jess Moskaluke.
Hi, my name is Kim Stockwood. I am a proud Newfoundlander and a Canadian singer-songwriter. In a landscape where many lack access to health benefits or employee assistance programs, the Unison Fund serves as a lifeline of hope for musicians and music industry professionals facing medical emergencies or mental health challenges. To learn more about Unison and their programs, please visit unisonfund.ca.
Hey, this is Jess Moskaluke, and you're listening to Music Row with Leek.
I would like to start off by saying, though, Jess Moskaluke, you are still my favorite person from southeastern Saskatchewan.
That's so kind. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's good because I guess the Hunter brothers are from the other side of Saskatchewan.
Yeah, but they're also a band. Maybe I should have prefaced that by
We have to get a little more
solo
specific.
artist.
Yeah.
Then I can keep them as a
solo artist.
right especially from Langenberg.
Yeah, totally. I get that.
Life for me, it's growing up in a small town, which you did and still live in.
Yeah.
I have a question about small town living because I appreciate riding in the back of a pickup truck, something that I did as a kid, something I did as a young adult, something I can't believe I'm alive later because of. Mm-hmm. But that's still fun.
Yeah, if you don't have a few I can't believe I'm alive stories, did you even grow up in a small town? No, the answer is no.
But you're also involved with heavy equipment and lots of open space.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not as involved in the heavy equipment as like my husband is. He's out there all the time and I try and stay away from it. But yeah, the open space. Yeah. Huge fan of that.
Doesn't he serve as like rigs or something like that?
Yeah. He's recently kind of added to his job description. So now he got an even like traditional manlier job. He recently purchased a gravel crusher. So he makes rocks.
Makes smaller rocks.
He makes rocks. Yeah.
Life for me, this is what can happen if you live in a small town. Like nobody in the city thinks, boy, if we only had a gravel crusher right now.
Where do they think their gravel comes from?
I love it. You have a gigantic tour. Your biggest tour, I believe, to date has just been announced. You're going coast to coast in the fall. Is there some cities on this upcoming tour where you're like, oh my God, I've never been there before and I absolutely cannot wait? Or you've been everywhere before?
I'm looking at my tour manager because that's a question for her because I have a terrible memory, but there's a lot of cities that I haven't been to in a while that I'm excited to get back to. There's nothing off the top of my head that I can think of that I've never played on this tour. Maybe not as a part of like on the Map Dot tour, my first headline tour, we didn't get to the East Coast. We didn't end up getting to Quebec, and we're hitting both of those regions, I guess, on this one. So that's exciting.
Lots of downtime on a Canadian tour, though, when you're going from city to city, because it's Canada. I just looked this up. It's very large.
Yes.
In terms of
I recently learned
geography.
that as well. Yep.
What does Jess Moskaluke do in between cities when riding in the vehicle? Are you listening to podcasts? Are you doing crochet? Is it macrame?
Yeah, crochet or macrame for sure. Big on that. Like some of the dates are close together and those rides are quick and short and overnight. So lots of it we're sleeping. But some of the bigger drives, like we'll, as a band, just like toss on a movie and we've literally, this is so immature. We have literally built forts in the front lounge of the bus and just like watched a movie. So we're going to do that.
Camping at 100 kilometers per hour.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's only so much that you can really do on a bus because there's like front lounge, bunks, back lounge. Some of the boys play video games. I'm not a big gamer.
But doesn't that annoy you? Doesn't that drive you crazy when it's just like doodle doodle doodle?
Well, we keep them in the back lounge.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the back lounge
Segregate.
is for. Yeah,
Get back there now.
Yeah.
How dare you? How much time did you spend in the studio creating Life for Me? Or was this kind of a song by song situation where you would just do one day and come back 2 weeks later and do another?
Yeah, it was very much a song by song thing. Just kind of once we felt that this like a song was ready to go, we're like, okay, this one's first, this one's next. So it wasn't a like full go into the studio and, bang out 4 songs kind of thing. It was just like they each kind of did their own thing. What
does Jess Moskaluke's band rehearsal look like today, 11 years after you first started, compared to like that back in the first day, the early days? You knew you were going to do 7-8 songs when you went on the road, and those are the same songs that you've been playing every night. Now you've got a whole big collection to pick from. It's actually really funny that you ask this question because I had a meeting with my band leaders 2 days ago, and I was laughing because we're kind of known for putting together a medley, and we like to have a different theme each, every summer, every other summer we'll put something together. And the first time we were talking about the first time we did that, and we had rehearsal, and it was like, we probably spent 2 hours on this one medley, and we were just like, oh, like this is a nightmare. Like why are we doing this to begin with? Yeah. And,
the last time we haven't had rehearsals for this tour quite yet. But the last time we did rehearsals on a new medley, we were just like, okay, yeah, that's how that goes. Let's try it again to lock it in. Like everybody is just so much better at their craft now. Like that's what a decade of touring and practicing and playing and recording will do. Everyone comes prepared. It's a lot more fun. It's a lot more streamlined. So yeah, rehearsals are very different now.
Do you throw the band for a loop where you say like, hey, I really like this song right now, Sabrina Carpenter, whatever it is, and the band goes, we weren't expecting that. We thought we were just going to stick with the usuals, Sabbath, Iron Man.
You'd be surprised. A lot of times I'll be like, I really like this song, and they'll be like, cool, we don't. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm not going to make you do that.
So you're the boss, but you have band leaders, and band leaders, they know their craft, as you say. Like the band knows how to work around you, but you're still the boss.
Yeah.
Who might say, no, I like my range on this song.
Yeah. I mean, like if I really said, no, we're doing this, they'd be like, yeah, you're the boss.
That's
we're doing
right.
it.
We are. We forgot about this.
Exactly. We forgot this hierarchy thing. We forgot that you signed the checks. No, I just really respect their opinion, and their musical knowledge is so much greater than mine, that especially when it comes to like putting together a medley and just like the overall flow of a show, and you know, the way one key sounds. If you do a song in G and then the next song is in A, maybe they sound kind of wonky. Like they've learned so much about that like the theory of all that. So if they say it doesn't fit in the show that we're kind of designing, I believe them.
So Jess, you've been doing this, as mentioned, 11 years now, and a lot has changed over that time period. Technologies have all changed. Everyone can connect with somebody immediately, but also there's a rise to fame that is kind of happening for some artists who are just coming up out of nowhere, it seems. I've never seen a career all of a sudden get launched by something that you were doing years ago, which was just doing karaoke and singing on YouTube.
Yeah.
And now it's all, that's the way to do it. It seems it's crazy.
It's kind of cool, because as different as it is, it's kind of cyclical, because you know, I came up on YouTube, like you mentioned, like doing cover songs. And occasionally when I would have a song that I wrote that I felt was good enough, I would put it out into the world, but I couldn't write quick enough. So we would do a lot of covers. And that's really how I got noticed and found, and whatever you want to call it. But before that, there was MySpace. People were doing that. And now it's TikTok. And when TikTok isn't the hot new thing anymore, it'll be something else. So I really think that it's going to keep doing this. Like I really think social media is here to stay, and it's a full-time job. That's the thing. Like it's been a full-time job for a long time, but it's never been quite as instant as it is now.
Sure.
So it's tough. It's an incredible tool. I love being able to communicate with my fans, but gosh, it becomes a lot of work.
When I tell people I have to go home and work on my TikToks, people look at me and they go, like, they don't even try to argue. They just think that I've just broken a piece of my brain, because it doesn't seem logical to them. But it is so much work.
It's so much work. Like I get so defensive of people that are like, oh, they're just an influencer. She's trying to be an influencer. I was like, good for her. I'm trying to be a singer. Like we're all trying to be or do something. And it's all it's really hard. I just recently started vlogging, and that's like a whole other thing. I got so used to like filming just 2 seconds of something, 2 seconds of something else for TikTok. And now it's like, no, film 2 minutes of that. Talk to the camera, film your, like, it's just, you have to just get about all the angles. So that's
Weren't you
weird.
doing a TikTok at one point and you couldn't get it because some tractor kept on driving past you on some farm road?
Yeah, it was a combine. It was harvest. It was my own fault. I should have known better.
Yeah, you only grew up in that town. Yeah. I mean, what were you waiting to go to Lily's Cafe? They don't even open until 1 o'clock.
Seriously,
like,
I
what
know.
is going on? Why is a cafe Lily's? Is it Lily's Prairie Cafe in Langenberg?
No,
it only opens.
I don't. Okay, so
it only opens at 1 o'clock. I'm like, what kind of town is?
Did you look this up? What kind of research are you doing?
Well, I say like I would rather be at the pub, but Bucks doesn't open up until 4 o'clock. So what are people doing in Langenberg?
Bro, I don't know, man. Like, actually, is that what it's called? Is Lily's? That's actually so ignorant of me.
It's right on the Yellowhead, just on your way out of town.
I know where it is, and I know what you're talking about, but I have never been there. It opened after we moved. So I grew up in Langenberg, and my husband and I now live in Langenberg was a little too big for us, so we moved somewhere a little smaller.
Yeah. Anything where there's like 4 digits in the population as a total, it's getting too out of hand for you.
Yeah, seriously. We went just slightly under, but yeah. So that has been there. I haven't been there yet.
Are you closer to Moosomin now?
Yeah.
See, we're getting this. By the way, there's a whole lot of people. You can actually hear people turning off the podcast.
They're like, this is so dumb. These are made up places.
Click, click, click,
Moose 'em in.
click, 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 click.
Yeah.
This. How do we have a skip forward? No, but we're talking just quickly though. You got to take it upon yourself, and you got to do all these things. Like, could you imagine? 11 years ago when you're putting things up on YouTube for fun, but you're getting reps.
Yeah.
Now it's job.
Yeah. It's just really crazy. Like still, like you said, 11, however many years ago, it's still really tough. Like it becomes a part of your life and it becomes a part of your everyday, but it's still really tough to wrap my head around that like people care. Like for me, there's almost like a mild disconnect because when I'm just sitting here talking to a camera, talking to the phone, whatever, it's like, then I go and edit it. Then I go and post it. I schedule it. I caption it. And there's a disconnect. And then it's like, oh, right. Cause I'm by myself doing that. I'm alone in a room doing that. And then it's like, oh, right. There's thousands and thousands of people actually watching this. Like I'm not alone at all.
Right.
But
you're putting pressure on you.
Yeah. It's really weird.
What have you recorded? Almost hit, I'm going to put this up online and then went, no, I have to this is not me. Because I think that's a part of it too. You got to figure out who Jess is sometimes. And you're like, oh, this might not be the image.
I think that I've kind of stopped doing that a little bit because there's so much of social media that like revolves around the algorithm and like what people want to see. And I think that my mentality now is kind of like throw stuff out there and see what people want to see. And the numbers will tell you. Like I tried to not. So for those of you listening who don't know, before I was doing music full time, I'm a certified nail technician. So I used to do
I didn't
nails.
even know there was
Really?
such a thing. Like certified. I thought you just showed up and you called it Happy Nail Salon and you were good to go.
No, you go to school.
You got to get a certification?
Yeah.
Is that just to work the drills or the welding kit?
Yeah.
What is?
Well, yeah. And like you have to like learn the nail anatomy so that you're not like causing fungus on people and know what to do with
Oh my God.
A blood protocol.
I feel so unresearched in this. I'm
your
learning.
research is weird.
I'm becoming
Why didn't
so
you
much
learn
more
that
learned.
and not about the hours that
So
Buck's
you are,
Tavern is open?
hang on, you're a licensed, say it again?
A certified nail technician.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. How long did you go to school for that? 5, 6 years?
No, 10.
10 years? 10 years, yeah.
No.
Because there's just the early days of learning the language.
Yes, exactly.
And then practicum.
Yeah. No, it's really not that long, but I did go to school for it.
Wait, so why and how come you didn't end up becoming this certified?
Well, I did.
No, but did you work in salons?
I never worked in salons. I always took my own clients. Well, I guess I would like rent a room at a salon. I never worked at like a nail salon. There aren't nail salons.
Do you do your own nails?
I do. Yeah. And actually on my TikTok, that's been something that's really popular is now I'll sit down and be like, I'm going to do my nails. Let's go live and come hang out. So just last week when I did my nails, I went live to do one hand and then the other hand I recorded and put together an actual TikTok to live on my feed. And I was kind of hesitant to do that because I didn't want to confuse people like I am a musician. This is my full-time thing. This is like a hobby now. But the numbers go crazy on that. Like people love to see nail stuff.
Isn't it weird?
Reason.
Like, yeah, you can post, what you and I think is relevant and logical.
Yeah.
It makes sense. We're talking about music and stuff, but there's a big portion of people who are looking for something so offbeat, so in its own lane that is, oh, I could have just talked to you. Like what we should have done today is you should have did my nails.
Yeah. Next time.
I've never had my nails did, but
not bad.
But they're very well kept.
They're pretty good. I'll give you that.
I definitely I live in the city nails.
Yeah. They're better than Clay's. I'll tell you that.
Right. He
rocks under
digs
there.
with it, digging with his hands, breaking rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, you have a big summer ahead of you. You've got tour dates all over the place. Festival or your own show? Tell me what you like about each.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were going to make me pick one or the other, and I couldn't.
No.
I really like that festivals have their own vibe. There are people that attend festivals regardless of who's playing. They're like,
sure.
We are boots and hearts. We go every year. And I think that sometimes that's a really good way to find your new favorite artist. There's something about discovering an artist live versus on the radio or on a streamer or online. That's really contagious. So I love that about festivals. And on the flip side, for the exact opposite reason, I love my own shows because it's diehard fans that have usually been following me since day one.
They know your words.
They show up for me specifically, not for the festival. And it's really, really cool. There's a lot of added pressure and stress, and it's not easy by any means, but it's really rewarding, and it's like something that I've wanted to do my whole life. I've wanted to have my name on the ticket and be the one to like create this experience in this environment, and like just create a feeling for people to show up and be like, this is what I want them to feel like when they leave.
And also, you doing your own shows standalone, you are 100% all of the mention compared to being on a festival site. Part of the mention is, boy, Boots and Hearts has great corn dogs. And I saw Jess Moskaluke.
Which honestly is what I want them to feel when they leave a Jess Moskaluke show anyway. So similar.
It's a new merch line coming real soon.
Jess Moskaluke corn dogs.
Jess Moskaluke, Life for Me, new tour, new everything. And we will be seeing you quite a bit over 2025. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks so much. Nice to see you.
Follow Music Row on X at Music Row Country, on Instagram at Music Row Official. Music Row is produced by Shed of Dreams.